Okay, let's see if this is working. This morning, the OBS decided to completely reset everything, so trying to mess with that, make sure it works. We're gonna finish a car wash upgrade of the membership uh, logic. We went through the mud yesterday and really figured out how to make it work. It's looking great now. It's just a matter of implementing and then cleaning up the template. Let me check if the sound is working. Um, let's see here. Test. Okay, test. So this looks good. It's working. Let's send out to Twitter. Check out live financial modeling. And remember, guys, the car wash model I'm working on today will be included in the startups bundle of templates, the uh, SaaS bundle. And the reason why it's not obviously software as a service, well, it kind of is because you're offering a membership through the software, but it has recurring revenue added. Because that's added, you will see it in here, and then you also see it in the service businesses template bundle. And remember, you can get all the templates I've ever built for $9.99 on the whole site. So check that out, smarthelping.com. We're going to get started now. So yesterday, we went through this whole big thing. We added memberships. You can add up to 6 memberships, same as the wash types, single use. The monthly price and the average times a member of each type uses a car wash. That will all roll through to all this, and we can figure out the total amount of car washes happening per month, the total amount of minutes used. And this actually does go up into our sanity check here, and shows you the total number of monthly car washes happening based on single use car washes, which is up here, and membership car washes, which is logic is all here, and everything in yellow you can update. So for example here, I could say, you can see how we're doing in year one. We're doing 2250, 2250, 1500, 1500. If I were to raise this up to say 5 car washes a month per type, watch how that number rises. Oh, let me start this at the beginning because we started in month 5. So if we start in month 1, you see now it's 2304. If we put that for all of them, it's rising. You can see this is the percentage utilization, and that's based on the max amount of minutes available in this work period, days open per month, and hours open per day. And you convert that to minutes, and you figure out the total minutes used based on the average minutes it takes to do each of these car washes. And so you can see this logic is applying that down here as well for the members, so you can figure out that. And if we go all the way to year 5 simulation, we can see, oh, this is red line. This means we've got, based on the assumptions here, the times a member uses a car wash per month, and these assumptions here, in year 5, we are using more minutes than are available in the day based on these car washes lasting this amount of time. So that's not feasible. So we have to either lower our assumptions here, hope that whatever you input was wrong, or you're going to have to lower your membership count maximum. So here, if it's 3, we get pretty close, 98% essential utilization here at the highest month, 98.5, but still underutilization. So that's about the max you could do is around 7,000 cars, 7,700 cars in the month. Now that's again based on these assumptions. Your car wash might be different. You might have different levels. So when you go in and configure all these inputs in light yellow, you'll know to look at this number, and it should never be over 100% in any of the years. I also have a visual that displays this over the full 5 years, and that's basically this line here. This is your utilization. You can see it's tilted up because we're adding members over time. Before it was kind of flat or more flat when it was just one-time uses going up by about 10 or 15% a month or a year. Now it's going up by that amount, plus you've got the member growth. And this blue line is the capacity maximum based on the minutes available in a given month. So here we've hit just about as much as we can. And this is the same, this is like the inverse of this. This blue line is the available minutes. This is the used minutes, or actually actual expected minutes per car versus actual, um, or actual minutes used versus average minutes per car wash. So this difference here is like the difference here, and you can see as it gets closer, these get closer to being the same. So those visuals represent essentially the same thing that this is telling you, and you could select the year to see, if your assumptions are feasible. Now, having done this, all right, we've done this. We've added the monthly detail here. We've got one-time car washes, one-time or revenue from that. We've got membership car washes. We've got memberships, which are different because, a member could do a car wash more than once a month. So you have the count and the actual members here, and then the members over time is going to drive your monthly recurring revenue from that. And you've got total revenue. Variable expenses are still going off. We had to adjust this calculation so it's using. You can see total one-time car washes, total car membership car washes, and then the total car washes here, and that's multiplied by our variable cost to get different costs per um, utility expenses, which is chemicals. All these things defined on the running cost tab here. Where was I? Monthly detail. That is fine. I'm just going through this now to make sure everything is flowing. Okay, this all looks fine. Now these advanced metrics here, we are driving the visuals, and this all is good. This is the total minutes, and you can see we're multiplying the car count here times the minutes on average per car wash for that type. You can see revenue K10, and it'll go K10, K11 as you go down. Plus, we're indexing the assumption in column M, which you can see in column M is total minutes for car wash type 1, and then it'll give you the number of minutes used per month for each car wash tier here, and this is just based on the total members times average times they're washing their car per month to get the minutes. So around in this case, with these constraints at open 26 days a month with 12 hours open per day, and you could adjust these. This could be 30, this could be 24. You could double your capacity, um, but it's not likely people go in the middle of the night. So you might have like maybe you're open from like 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. or something like that. Uh, but right now, the 12,700 minutes is about the maximum, assuming you end up with 23,000 cars per month at one-time washes as well, which gives you, what I say in year 5, that'd be about 7,700 car washes a month. Now, I think that I've explained this as best I can. This is an awesome template, and let's get the annual detail. So this is the old version. We need to make it with the new version that has all these extra things, and I believe the easiest way to do this is delete this tab. Yep, I know I got my visuals linked to it, but that's okay. We'll fix that. Go to the monthly detail, make a copy so it is exactly mirrored in the position, and then we can erase every column except for the first 5. Widen it out a little bit. 5-year annual P&L. I'll see how the income statement might be fine because it was referencing the monthly detail. I might need to update this actually. We'll get into that next. Okay, so total, so I can just simply go sum ifs. We want this total if our year is matching the year. I don't know if it's E2 or not. Let's see. Year. Well, let's actually do that. So these are different now. this needs to go out 12 months, not a 1 month. So here's our 5-year forecast. We don't care about the quarters, and year numbers all we care about. Okay, and then so this is going to multiply or sum monthly detail 7 if the year is matching, and we just use that all the way across. Okay. There. These are all just can be copy and pasted. I am going to update the formatting. Let's see. How can we do this? We want to keep the dollar. Does this work? Let me see. I don't want the dollar sign to be so far. Can we just do this? Let me see. And if it's 0, just do 0. Let's see how that works. Okay, perfect. So that's the formatting I want. Now these are no dollar sign whatsoever. Actually, we can just use this format right here. Okay, membership car washes. Let me make sure I'm doing the right thing. So this is car count one time, revenue, membership car washes. Okay, yep, and memberships. Now this number, memberships. This is the end month, so we need to use the index here. And we can see the ending month, ending year memberships. Okay, lock that and that. I'm a little under the weather. Yesterday I was feeling a lot worse than today, but still feeling it a little bit. Let's see, 540. Okay, that looks right. Now membership revenue is, we'll get our dollar figure in here with the right format. All right. Perfect. That's fine. This is fine. Oh, this needs to be increased. So this we sum if after we get into year 1. Okay, that's good. Right. These are all sum ifs. That's good. This works. Okay, and all of these advanced metrics we don't need on an annual basis. We already have them on the monthly. So 3,540. This should match. We'll do our sanity check here. Where's our cash position? Well, let's look at the monthly. So here we end up with 1856. 1856. That's the check. Okay. Actually, we don't need this. Now, let's look at our monthly. We need to format this as well. So all of these numbers, let's see here. Let's try to do this all in one swing. Anything that's not a dollar value up top needs the just regular, this one. Okay, and then all of these format the other way with the dollar sign. Okay. Hold on. So negatives, which would only be potentially this and these items. We need to update this on here. Okay, that needs to be inside the inside here, not outside. No, shoot. No, we don't want to get rid of the bracket. Try that. Okay. There we go. That looks better. Perfect. All right, we'll update the annual as well. And again, the only ones that would need to be fixed are the ones that potentially could be negative. Okay, looking good. So that formatting is updated. Break-even year, we can simply go equals C8 divided by 12. Okay. The rest of this is fine. Now here, so looks like we had annual revenue. Update this formula. Okay. Okay, I'm updating it. Expenses. And profit. It's kind of nice if you just delete a sheet, then you know where all the reference errors are is what needs updated. So it's kind of an easy way to fix what's been broken if you got to make that change. Now in this case, oh wait, we also have this by type. Okay, let's just try to remove everything. Yes, I know it's annoying. Just bear with me. Okay, so what was this? Car washes by type. We have two. We're gonna have to add car. No. Um, we're gonna have to do chart data, and we'll have the by type here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But we need to add them together. So you've got car counts of car washes here plus membership car washes. So we're doing 80,000 car washes in year 5, which is on average, well, which should be, no, these are minutes. Do we have a car wash minutes used? Okay, we don't here. Oh, here. So let's make sure that matches up. 80,694. And then where did I have this? 80. Okay, perfect. So that's matches. We'll put the date in here. And then now this chart, I guess there's no good way, guys. Sorry, I just have to do it like this. Okay, and we should just highlight this whole thing here. So now I'm getting car count by wash type. Why are my dates not showing? Oh, there they are. Okay, and then I think we also should add a chart here. So we got car count by wash type. Let me actually just finish these last two and then we'll do an additional chart. So profit margin is this. Now, why is this going down, up, and then down? Well, let's look at our costs. These Ah, these costs per car are going up, doubling in the 5th year. Let's fix that. Also, oh, this is a date. Okay, 50. Now it's still going down. Let's look at our running costs. So these are the same. These are the same. Let's look at our revenue assumptions. Oh, and update this. Trying to see why we're going down in profitability. This is just going up. This is staying the same. Well, let's take a look here. So our margins are dropping. Our expenses have risen. I guess because our variable costs are higher. So this is rising as our car counts are going up, but once the variable costs kind of overtake the level of cost of fixed costs, you can see here we're at 142, 123. Here it's at 90,000 variable. Once the variable cost gets up to around 160, the margins are starting to come down. Let's say we stagnate this growth more. Now let's see, 58, 56, 54. Still a little bit. Just curious to see the pattern. Okay, there. So now this is closer because you can see these variable costs are not as much of a part of the total expenses. Once the variable costs become more of a total, your margins are starting to drop. So that's just a relationship between variable and fixed costs. Uh, hold on. The calculation is actually just completely wrong. We didn't update it, so this has to be divided by not total one-time washes, divided by total revenue here. Okay, so you still have the same pattern, which makes sense, but this number is now correct. Let me update it on this as well. Okay, so there's the margins here. We can maybe fill these in white. Debt service coverage. All right, and we can do the same here. Now, if we were to, let's zero these out so you can just see the relationship. So if you don't have those memberships and you never actually reach a point where your variable costs are higher than the fixed or even close to it. So your margins are higher. Obviously, we're making less money though. You're at 400, 390. When we had memberships, we're at, you know, wait, 359, 345. Hold on a second. Oh my goodness, guys. It's a good thing I'm doing these checks here. Okay, so this is also referencing only one-time washes. It wasn't referencing total membership or total revenue for both types. Okay, I think now they're going to go up no matter what. Yeah. I was trying to figure out why they wouldn't be going up with increased, the margins should still be, yeah, there we go. Okay, so they're rising. I don't know what I was talking about before. There's no reason why that margins should be going down because the gross profit margin should essentially be what you're sticking to. We don't have it in here, but in theory, if you took the revenue minus the variable costs, and that would be your, so 92% is like that's the minimum, or that's where your profit margin, net profit margin will approach as the fixed costs become less and less relative to the variable costs. So it should be going up until it gets to 92%. And the previous year, 92, yeah, same deal. Okay. So yeah, they should be going up. That's why I was confused because it was not right. Let's go here. So we weren't actually looking at our total revenue, and that's why my cash flow is negative, which was the next thing I was about to check is why that was negative in the end, but it shouldn't be. We just hadn't updated this formula yet with the new logic. So this is what happens when you add new logic to a model that has got a lot of stuff going on. You want to check and know what the answer should be before you actually figure it out, or know what at least the pattern should be. And then if it's not that, something's wrong. Also do a lot of sanity checks. Okay, here in this case, yeah, now our break even is in year 3, and we're making money in we're making a profit here against the startup or the capex. Okay, yep, this is looking more correct. Okay, profit margins rising. That's fine. Oh, so I want to add another chart here showing total car washes of each type. And I believe I have that here. We can look at a monthly level. Okay, did not total it. So, and let's make this chart date a little bit lighter gray. So we have this. I also want to see um, one-time washes versus membership washes. And I want to see that on a monthly basis. So let's go to the monthly, change the format. Okay, and for this, so for one-time washes, we want this. And for membership washes, we want this. And there's our data. Drag this over for 5 years. Okay. And we select this as our data set. And we want, now we're going to do a line with markers. We need to adjust this format to monthly. And we can do every 3 months is fine. Okay. Car count by, or wash count by customer type, members versus one time. So you see the one-time washes are happening here, and the membership washes are happening here. All right. Let me make this a little bit down a little bit. Move this down. Actually, okay. Let's make this the same size. Oh, this is kind of cool. Let's just keep this. These I want to change to a lighter. All right, there's your equity break even. All right. Executive summary all needs updated because this was all referencing the annual details, so we can do that here. Total revenue. Now this is going to be also where we can see the gross margin because well, no, we can see fixed and variable costs at least. So with your variable costs at 8%, you know your margin here is 92% gross profit margin. That's fine. EBITDA should match 30.47. Okay, that is good. Debt service coverage here. Okay, and then we're repaying this because we have an exit happening. Oh, let's update all of the formats on this as well. I think this is the right one. Yeah. All right, that CapEx looks still good. This is right. Proceeds from exit. Is these two loan proceeds. Okay. Taxes. Now, why is this cash position should just be this? And then this total 6.4 should match cash. Wait, wait. Do we include equity? Equity investment on this? Because this should match this. 75.14 and then 426 6839. Okay, here's off. This is off. Ah, okay, we double. So we are separating these out. So let me actually change this is sale of fixed asset, and then this one should just be sale of business. Okay, there we go. All right, this is updated. Executive summary. Distributions is fine. We'll just update the date here. These visuals were fine. They're on the monthly detail. So this matches 4396. 4396. All right. I think we're good on all these tabs. Let's look at the financial statements. I'm going to actually update. So we're going to do a couple things here. One, let's indent. And I wish I could highlight the entire other tabs too, but I can't. So these are going to be formatted as accounting and indent one. Then all these numbers we're not gonna have decimals. We're gonna do the same dollar formatting we did over on the other sheet. So let's get into that. And I would just highlight everything, but I didn't want to have to get the percentages changed because they're easy to miss. So, all right. Now, dollars. There we go. Got the dollar sign and the brackets for negative and the dash for 0. I don't think this is correct though for the revenue. So let's look at car wash revenue. It should be totaling 54 and it was 26. Yeah, so this is different now. And also, we had revenue starting in May, start month of operation. So let's also do that for our members so you can see, you don't have to start in month 1 on these and it's fine. So we start adding 15 members a month in May, and you could adjust these monthly additions as needed. So there, that's fine. Variable costs should still be fine. Now we have a contribution margin, so you can see the actual gross profit in this statement. And what that is, these should all be the same. Let's check EBITDA, 347. Oh, wait, it includes startup costs, so that's why it's a little bit different. So if we hit this minus 347, okay, so that matches otherwise. Interest, depreciation, and here, now I'm also going to do an update to the tax calculation. So it doesn't evenly spread out the taxes in the exit month with all the with the current year. It's going to just do it in the month of exit. So to do that, I need to add this calculation because we were doing it with the fixed assets, but we also need to do it with other comprehensive income for the taxable. So that's all going to plop into there. But then this now no longer needs to take into account 63 or 61. So get rid of that and that. So it's just EBITDA less interest, less depreciation. So essentially your operating profit in the taxes there. And you can see the big one happens at exit. Now if we adjust the exit date, let's make sure everything is still working with that. Let's make it previous year. Oh, see, look at that. So we didn't drag it over. This is a very easy one to forget. So this needs to come over here. Perfect. Now you can see the total Okay, looking good. Alrighty. So I'm just going to do this for the whole thing on this. And then percentages, let's update those back. And this is year over year. Okay. Balance sheet looks good. This one we can just highlight the whole thing. And then we're almost done with upgrading the entire car wash model. Oh, my throat's starting to hurt. All right. Balance sheet, annual, and cash flow statement. Cash flow statement is kind of like your uses and sources, but it's all connected to the financial statements. So you can see what's causing you to have to get money, where is that money coming from? And then we can format these as well. Let's give it a little indent, counting. And my teeth hurts a little bit from just sinuses. Okay. We have all these also the new format. Those are actually. This This is basically just nice to have the zeros as dashes. On here, I'm just going to keep it like it is for that one. Same with this. Although, so all these counts, these are all counts of numbers. We can do our other one here. All right, so we got a couple errors because of the annual tab. Let's update that calc. Same with this. Okay, so we are good to go on this car wash model. I'll have it listed on all the different sites later. Well, today, it'll be done today. And I will post a new update video that will go on the car wash template purchase page that explains everything in detail about what was changed, which is basically we updated formats, but really we just added a membership module in case you are also offering members as part of your car wash business plan. So this is a really good upgrade. I think I'm very happy with how it turned out. And we also got to update a little bit of general formatting on this as well, which is nice because it was an older one. Just making sure everything's up and to the left. Looking good. Okay. And remember, I do have a bug bounty. If you go over to smarthelping.com, we have a bug bounty that says if you collect or find any errors in this spreadsheet, I will send $15 via PayPal. And this is for logical errors, not text errors. So anything with the math, reference issues, stuff like that. And if you want customization work, I can also do that for $165 an hour. Remember, you can check all templates and financial models at smarthelping.com on the financial models tab at the top. You can buy everything on the whole site for $9.99. There is a lot of value in these spreadsheets. All right. Well, that's it for this week. We upgraded the car wash template. That was the only other thing I want. I don't know if I'm going to do the joint venture GP catch-up model or not. That's the only other thing I have not done on my list of things I wanted to get done by the end of the year. But we'll see about that. All right. Take it easy. Happy Tuesday. Everyone's getting back to work. Um, and let's just start the year off, continue with some great productivity on these templates. I'll see